Hello friends, welcome to Learn English with Carol. Our today's topic is Audit Yourself, a framework for growth and self-awareness. All of us want to improve and be better. We have so many dreams and aspirations that we want to achieve in our life. But how can we do that? Is definitely by working on ourselves. And to work on ourselves, we need to have a reflection of where we are. Okay, so this way we are able to understand at what level we are and what is that dream that we are going to achieve. So this way you are having a truth about you, where you stand. And this reflection is important in our everyday life. Why is it important? Because change is the only constant. And when we know change is important, why are we not able to actually adopt change in our life? So make sure that start changing some of the things in your life. It could be changing your habit. Now when I say changing a habit, why is it? So that you can align it with your principle or goal in life. And if you have read Atomic Habits, you'll understand that 1% change each day would actually lead into a massive transformation within a period of year. And you will be 35 times better than what you are today. Then why not start working on your own habits? The next thing that is important is rewiring our behavior. The way we behave. Most often our behavior is something that determines our identity. So rewiring our behavior is also important. So whenever we want to work on ourselves, it just means that we need to audit. If we see there are audits in many companies. Why? Because they want to improve. They want to have profits. So when it comes to life, why are we not auditing our own self? Because we think this is life. Starting our day, ending our day. We are not worried of what is happening in our lives. We are just in that lure of earning money. Okay, we are busy earning money, living our livelihoods. But we are not ready to make a change in life. And that change is something that is going to help you to improve and be better in life. So let's try to understand the step-by-step process of how you are going to audit your own self. So the first thing that's important is to be honest, reflecting honesty. Now when I say honesty is trying to understand the activities that I perform. So it could be just, waking up in the morning. Is it something that aligns with me? Okay, do I want to wake up early? Yes, right? Most of us want to. Why? Because it could actually make our day productive. Then you are going to wake up early. If you're not going to think about it, you might wake up any time of the day. If your office is at 9, you might just wake up 10 minutes before and try to hurry up and just end up going to the office without making your morning a beautiful morning for your own self. And then we start criticizing that you're so busy, worked up, and this probably creates so much of chaos in your life. So trying to be honest, reflecting honesty in whatever you're doing is important. The second point that's important is to actually make your own impact. So when I say making an impact, it means trying to be responsible, accountable for whatever you are doing. Whatever actions that you take, you should be responsible of the consequences as well. Okay, so whatever you actually are behaving will have its own outcomes. So when you are behaving in a particular way, definitely there is going to be a result. Okay, so you have to bear the consequences. You have to be responsible for that. And that's why I probably say that being accountable is really important. We also need to emphasize on the third step, that's reframe and realign. Now, when I say reframe and realign, it just means that whatever has been happening, till date, can you actually change that? No, it has happened. Okay, and you cannot actually cringe on your past, because we always say the past is a mystery. Yes, the past is a history, and the present is the gift, and the future is the mystery. So, when something is a history, why think about it? But yes, I'm just saying learn from your history. Whatever has happened in your past, maybe you cannot change it, but whatever experiences that you have generated in your life, try to understand, try to see why did all these things happen. Can you make changes according to what are your principles? What are the things that you want to work on? Okay, whatever has happened in the past, is it aligning with your core values, with your personality? If not, try to change it. And it is definitely going to be a bit difficult at first. But with time, with practice, you are definitely going to overcome that hurdle. So make sure that you are reframing and realigning your goals in life so that you improve. The fourth thing that you need to work on is emotional clarity. Now, whenever I say emotional clarity, it's because most of us, okay, especially I would say women, we flow with emotions. Because of so much of emotional bondage, we tend to, make a lot of mistakes in life. And we need to understand that having emotions is completely fine. But doing something just because someone has emotionally blackmailed you is wrong. Okay, it could be with most of the women in India especially. What happens when it comes to kids? We tend to tell them, or try to be very soft with them. We are so soft-hearted that we don't let our kids do any work. Okay, but indirectly we are trying to spoil them. So make sure we women of India tend to make our kids self-dependent, self-reliant from the earlier age. If we start giving them the responsibility of taking care of the small things, okay, at a younger age, they are definitely going to be responsible citizens in the long run. Okay, just because of the emotional, baggage that we have, we tend to not make our kids independent. So make sure that emotions are something that we really need to work upon. Okay, because of the emotions, we end up making a lot of mess. And that can only be corrected if we start naming our emotion. Okay, we recognize what is that emotion, how we are handling it. Is it correct? Okay, if you feel that you don't know how to react or how to respond to that particular situation, try to take opinion from people. Try to read books so that you have clarity if whatever you have done is right or wrong. So this way, when you are emotionally clear, then you need not work on your emotions. Okay, so this is how you are going to make sure that you are emotionally strong and resilient, which is our last point, where we are going to focus on being resilient and integrity. So building resilience and integrity also is very important, because it's life, and life will have its own ups and downs. So we are going to have setbacks in life. So when we are having setbacks, does that mean we actually should, step back and cry on whatever failure or loss that has happened? No. What we need to do is we again need to come back with a stronger power, with more potential. So people will understand that yes, we are strong enough to bear, all the losses that has happened, and we are firm. And we are also integrity. When I say it, it just means we are actually firm with whatever decisions that we take. Okay, no matter what happens in life, we are strong enough to deal with any situation. So when we start working on all these 5 steps, we are definitely going to audit and improve our lives to such an extent that definitely no one can stop you from being successful. So, I want you all to talk about one teaching, it could be a big or small, that has influenced your life. Do comment and share with us. And stay tuned to this channel for more such videos. Thank you.